On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Next to score, Packers 7, Eagles 0.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. But first down, Hurts. Finding room at midfield. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They go back to the ground with Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Here's Hurts to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line.
That's good for another Eagle.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Rodgers to throw once more. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
Rodgers now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers, and this is incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead, still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing his Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Go check.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line.
18 ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one too low.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
19 tight. Hey, smash Bronco.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Singletary to get the drive started. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To the air, Allen. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. They find some open, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 74 yards. And the Bills march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On play action. Now Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. On 1st down, Allen going deep for Diggs. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, 70 yards. And the Bills to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And some room to work. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they will come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, the throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Allen going to go on fourth down. Going deep for Diggs. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start with that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
On second down, it's Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 104 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Now a first down carry by Jones. Down to about the 37.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Rodgers. Finds his receiver, Watson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 10-yard touchdown run. First half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
He'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Continued struggles here in the 2nd quarter, and to me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert 3rd downs. Add that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills want to extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. to the touchdown. Bass to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete from the 21. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A final shot before half for Allen. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the second half.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Allen Lazard, 28 yards. And the Packers are able to claw one back. Rodgers will throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Singletary will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. The lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And Diggs has it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
To the air, Allen. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Touchdown!
Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills have taken a
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They go right back to Singletary. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Allen going to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Slot man moves right. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Preston Smith there on the stop.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A give, Singletary right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Rodgers to throw.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
On play action, Rodgers. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And some room to maneuver. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers again now.
Got Dobbs over the middle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw.
That's complete to Dobbs.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Rodgers to throw once more. And it's a Packers touchdown. Allen Lazard, 35 yards.
And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Here's Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. Allen now on 1st down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st down, Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A final shot before half for Allen. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the 2nd half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Allen going to go on 4th down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot, third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On play action, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. On play action, now Rodgers. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. An inside give to Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Singletary again, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First down, Bills.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He's going to go up top again. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Here's Sam Martin now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now Rodgers. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's got the hookup with Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
from the shotgun to give to Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Going to throw. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play here for Buffalo. 47 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They run here with Singletary. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. On the slant, he's got Davis. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to run with Singletary. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Singletary, they'll run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Able to find Melton. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So Allen's going to look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, 41 yards. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Tyler Bass with the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.